You're watching the 2024 Minor League Cricket Championship presented by Yash Technologies.
And they're going to start with left arm spin to the two openers of the East Bay Blazers today. Just a few days ago, the East Bay Blazers got the first win against the Thunderbolts, and the Thunderbolts will be looking to reverse the pain on them. Here we go. Right then, nicely pitched on the length, tucked away for no run. And yes, this is part of the Western Division of minor league cricket presented by Yash Technologies and Amul. Right then, deep mid wicket out and a long off as well. Inside the Powerplay shot, and was looking to go for the pull, which slightly spun away with the new ball. Perhaps extracting some drift off the surface as well. Right then, Sujit Gowda on strike. Again, shot and tucked away into the gap. And the first runs here for the East Bay Blazers. They're off the mark. Sujit Gowda, the East Bay Blazers opener, has been in good form this season, coming off a good 95 or 48 not too long ago. We'll be looking to continue that form as he goes into this game. Both teams, though, coming off of contrasting fortunes. Nicely bowled. Spun away from the bat, squared him up to an extent as well. The batsman was unsure. Like I said, both teams coming off contrasting fortunes, having close last over finishes yesterday. The Thunderbolts coming off a win. While the East Bay Blazers suffered a narrow loss against the Surf Riders yesterday. He's nicely bowling at a length here. This is good control initially from Sujit Nayak, and good first over. The East Bay Blazers are one without loss. Right then, it's going to be another southpaw to start off proceedings here for the Seattle Thunderbolts from the other end. As Atif comes into the attack. So fielder out on the leg side. We have a deep square leg and a third man here. The left arm seamer will try to shape it in towards the pads. Here's Atif A to Sujit Gowda. Nice swinging action. Right up there, that's where you want to be initially. Targeting the stumps, targeting both edges of the bat, bringing all modes of dismissal into play. The key, as always, in the power play is to ensure the match doesn't slip away, that you don't let the momentum go with the other side. Oh, a move made right here. by Sujit Gowda, was looking to take it on and take matters into his own hands, coming down the track. Struck high on his pads, perhaps got a bit hurt by that as well, as he sneak in a leg by. Yeah, I think the aggressive option here is to go down the ground, and with mid-on and mid-off inside, the bowler is also not looking to give it on that length where you can just step hit through the line. And so it's going to be back of a length, and Sujit Gowda was trying to exactly counter that by coming down the track. This one just kept with the angle going away. It's been a quiet start for the East Bay Blazers, but they've kept things tight, have the Seattle Thunderbolts. Right then, something's going to give here. Yeah, shot offered. Yeah, length wasn't there. Was looking for a ball that wasn't there. Was Vikash Mohan, and tried to just swing through the bat without any sort of feet movement. Got beaten. Yeah, this is good control. This is bowling to your field in a sense. Anything up will go, and once it pierces a 30-yard circle here at Woodley, it's going to be a boundary. Right then, pitch stop. Wasn't off the middle of the bat by any stretch, but again another dot. Vikas Mohan is yet to get off the mark. Right, fine legs inside. Perhaps the scoop is on. Perhaps coming down the track as well. But something needs to change here. Struck high on the pads. And the umpire agrees as they sneak in for another leg by here. Excellent over this. No runs of the bat from Atif. And that ends the over with the East Bay Blazers being 3 for no loss after 2. Right, it might be unusually cloudy here in Southern California today, but the East Bay Blazers are certainly feeling the heat. 2 overs in and not many runs on the board. They'll be looking to get a move on here. This is a key moment in this game right now. Shot and tucked away to deep mid wicket, who's perhaps out there for the slog sweep against the line. But again, this is good. This is good from the captain as well. Give the second over to the left arm spinner who's had a good beginning to his spell. Sujit Nayak here. Right, they'll be looking for a length here to go over long on. Well bowled, well bowled. Not allowing the batsman again to just hit through the line from the crease. The key here is to make the batsman stretch, to make him do something untoward, something he doesn't want to do. And this is a key game of cat and mouse going on. Right. Was looking to give some room here, which is interesting, perhaps trying to go over covers. But Sujit Nayak was up to that task and cramped him up for room. Hasn't spun the ball this over. It's mostly been with the arm. And that's it. That was the ball they were looking for. Down the track he comes and goes over mid-on. And that's a huge 6 to break the shackles for the East Bay Blazers. They desperately needed that. It's been 15 balls without any sort of pressure being built on the Thunderbolts. As the first sign of aggression here from Vikas Mohan. Right then, does that lead to a field change? I don't think they'll be too disappointed though. Right, pitch stop again, and that's a soft dismissal. That's pitch stop, and he's fed it straight to mid-on. Couple of things went well there. One, where mid-on was not ball following in the sense that they didn't push mid-on back to long on, stuck to their field and stuck to their plans. And this was a bit more pitch stop, not where he could swing through his arms, and this was a half-hearted shot from Vikas Mohan as he goes off to a rather soft dismissal. But Sujit Nayak gets some well-earned reward for good 10 deliveries on the trot. The East Bay Blazers are 11 for 1. Right then, Seattle Thunderbolts have struck first with getting Vikas Mohan out. Sujit Nayak gets his reward, and in comes Usman Ghani. Talented Afghani batter, as the Thunderbolts will consider themselves ahead at this stage of the power play as we inch towards halfway mark in the 6 over period. Ooh, down the leg side, and signaled so by the umpire. Slip in play as well, which is again a sign of aggression that the Thunderbolts are showing. Nice, he's bowling a good test match length here, trying to spin the ball away. A couple of balls there in the over were with the arm, but again, good way to finish off. As at the end of the third over, the Bay Blazers are 12 for 1. Yeah, Atif comes back in. You got the sense last over that something was about to give from either side, and it did. There was a 6 early on down the track coming from Vikas Mohan, and then next ball he perished. As Atif continues with the slinging action, comes down the track, and what a glorious shot that is, into the trees here at Woodley Park, and boy will he enjoy that one. That was right onto the middle of his bat, and just a nice extension of his arms as he clears long on with ease. You can see right there. Gee, that's a step hit, and you can see the back leg also flowing with the air. You can see he enjoyed that one. That's Sujit Kauda. Small and smart thing he did with that shot is put pressure on early in the over. We often talk about how important it is for the bowler to feel pressure, but also at what points, because boundary early in the over means there's five more balls for the bowler now to feel under pressure with. Yeah, brought his length back a bit. He had tried that shot a few times as well last over with Sujit Kauda to no effect. But you could sense that with mid-on and mid-off inside, that's the option he's going to go with. Especially there doesn't seem to be any prodigious swing on offer He's just trying to angle it across. He's eyeing the offside here, perhaps trying to go with the angle. Yeah, make some room. And was trying to go there. You could sense it because he was trying to see the outfield on the offside, see where the gaps were. But again, that's the line where you don't want them to be hitting from the crease. You don't mind them coming out and making something off a length, but you don't want to feed it onto that bat. This good comeback here. Two dots on the trot. Shot, and he's chopped it on. Can you believe that? Again, another batsman gone trying to search for a length that wasn't there. Fuller than what he might have expected, did Sujit Gowda, and was trying to cut it perhaps in front of point. And he's chopped it onto his stumps as the Zing bails light up. It's an excellent comeback here from Atif, as you can see. Just cramped him up for room as well. And skidded onto his stumps. Another batsman hits a six and gets out as the Bay Blazers opener perishes. The Bay Blazers are 18 for 2. Right then. We're early into this game, but the Thunderbolts are comfortably on top here. The East Bay Blazers are under immense pressure as both their openers have perished after trying to force the momentum in this innings. As Arnav Iyer comes into the crease, the tall right-hander. Very open stance. That's good length because it's almost kissing the stumps here, kissing the top of the stumps. And this is good controlled left arm bowling from both the Seattle Thunderbolts opening bowlers. They stuck to their plans and they've bowled to their fields most importantly. Any sort of aggressive option that the East Bay Blazers have taken is from their own doing, is from coming down the track or making something of a length. And that's been their downfall as well. That's again a good sort of test match line and length here as he finishes off an excellent over after conceding a 6 first ball. The East Bay Blazers are 18 for 2. After 4. Right, coming in for his third over is Sujit Nayak. He's bowled well, and the captain also putting a vote of confidence in here. So he's rushing through his overs quickly. Oh, head went back there. Again trying to pull off that length. That's a beauty. He's pulled a few of these, has Sujit Naik in this spell. He's really getting the ball on a string. You can see the pressure on the faces of the East Bay Blazers batsmen, coming off with high back lifts and then not giving anything away as he is, Sujit Naik. He knows this is his moment. He knows this is where he's got the ball. He's got the rhythm here. What does Usman Ghani do? He's had quite some experience at the international level. All of that will have to come to the fore here. Spun away. I think the option here is to make something off the length. Perhaps move around in the crease, not stay just still. Go for the square sweep or try to loft it over the infield, over covers. Yeah, goes for the square sweep, and that's well connected for 6. He's middled that, and that's a poor ball drifted onto the legs with Sujit Naik. He knows that very well. And it's a rather disappointing end to a brilliant 3-over spell, as the Bay Blazers are 24 for 2 out of after 5 overs. Right then, we've seen a couple of sixes in the last 2 overs, but not something the Thunderbolts will be too worried about. Either way, they've had 5 dots before and after the boundary, and so while there is a 6, there's not been much manipulation of the infield or trying to squeeze runs of the infield that's put any sort of pressure on the Thunderbolts. And here we have our first bowling change, with Misra coming into the attack for the last over of the power play. Iyer on strike. Skiddy action, as Misra has a sweeper out on the offside and long on. They've left quite a few balls though. Have the East Bay Blazers. Something, it's not something you'd associate in the power play. Pitch stop. With his front leg so wide and with such a wide stance, it's tough to get your feet towards the ball. And so, as Arnav Iyer realized there, his body was back and he was trying to play the shot just with his hands. Pitch stop again. Again a full toss. And they sneak away too here. That's good running. It's important here for the change bowler. First change. Misra here to keep up the good work that the opening bowlers have put here in Atif and Sujit. Iyer, last ball got off the mark. Pitch stop again. And 3 consecutive full tosses. And Arnav Iyer won't mind that at all. Usually you'd think this would be a point where East Bay Blazers would like to maximize the end of the power play with 2 fielders just outside. Try to take more risks, but they've been rocked here early. Pitch stop and went for it, did Usman Ghani. Got an outside edge and moral victory for the bowler, but those don't count in the scorecard anymore. Yeah, you think he's been a bit too full here, has Misra. Got a bit unfortunate on that occasion. But a welcome boundary nonetheless for the East Bay Blazers, as Misra looks to cap off his over on a good note. Went for it again. You could sense this, with this being the last over of the power play. Slashes and slashes hard as Usman Ghani, and well, that's gone over the boundary on sweeper. Good pressure here by Usman Ghani. He realizes this is the change bowler, newer bowler into the attack, and maximizes to the fullest extent. To what was a not so great power play turns out to be a good over here, a good end here for the East Bay Blazers, as they end off at 37 for 2 at the end of 6 overs. Right, then some leg spin into the attack now. Again, a leave it. It's a bit peculiar this from Arnav. He's left a lot more balls than he's actually played. I wonder if this is more of something because he's standing so wide that he's not able to think that he can reach them. Another flighted one and lofted, and what a catch! What a catch that is from the man at cover. Dove across to his right. And boy, is Superman real as Arnav Iyer goes, perishes. The Thunderbolts right on top here at 37 for 3. You'd think this is not so smart cricket from the Bay Blazers here, especially from Arnav Iyer. Usman Ghani was going well on the other end. The only thing he had to do here was to try to rotate the strike, give him the strike as someone who's got away. But he's given his wicket away here as a left-hander comes into the crease. Perhaps, again, good fielding here from the cover fielder. You'd sense that with Aditya Ganesh coming in, the East Bay Blazers are trying to maximize a matchup here with a leg spinner to the left-hander. But there's some repair work that needs to be done before that. Again, bowled well and nicely tucked away here. Yeah, you can see good fielding is contagious. Had some semblance of a partnership building between Ghani and Iyer before. But it'll be interesting to see what Ghani does now that a wicket has fallen. As men go back here. Tries to cut this away, doesn't get much on it. And the Thunderbolts are really ready to prowl. That's how you want it to be. That's what one good effort in the field does. It just lifts the whole team up. It's 3 men back on the onside. Shot. Try to guide it away towards third man. to no run. A good over here from Mansingh to start off. 2 runs off it. The Bay Blazers are 39 for 3.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes, creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Right then, a change in bowling from the other end. As we continue with spin, which has shown to be tough to get away with. It's not going to be an easy challenge here for the new bowler to bowl to Usman Ghani, who's out of his 17 runs has scored 16 and boundaries itself. As we enter this middle overs phase, I think what's key is how we can perhaps go about manipulating. How can the East Bay Blazers find a way to get singles and move the scoreboard rather than dealing with boundaries and dots? And I think that's the sort of pressure, self-inflicted pressure that Arnav Iyer got into as well. Leaving those balls, perhaps a shot being offered and getting away, perhaps even an edge could put some semblance of pressure onto the other side. But the intent needs to be there. The effectiveness will only come when the aim is to put pressure back onto the other side. Skidded on. Almost chopped it on. There's a lot going on in that action as he comes through in his run-up. And it skids off that surface as Usman Ghani almost French cuts it onto his stumps. Yeah, pitched up and slog swept. But protection there on the leg side. Didn't get all of it, did Usman Ghani. And in a sense, he was lucky. Otherwise, would have been pouched right there by the fielder. Right, then how does Aditya Ganesh play this now? A sweeper long off, long gone, and couple fielders square on the leg side. Third man fine leg in place too. Pitched up. Nice, nice. This is good. This is good from the East Bay Blazers. This is what was missing earlier on in the power play. Trying to manipulate the field, trying to get singles from inside the circle. You've got to put pressure on those infielders. Pitched up, went again for the slog sweep. Is it straight to the man? Yes, it is. Usman Ghani perishes in an effort to try to get things going for the Bay Blazers. And again realizes his mistake. As soon as he hit that, he was disappointed. He looked in anguish. And he slog swept that right down deep square's throat. A batsman that has got a start has perished again. Yeah, went across. Perhaps the length wasn't there. Didn't get all of it. And he got nowhere near the connection on the long square boundary there. Comfortable catch taken in the deep as Sharma strikes. And more pressure now on the East Bay Blazers. Aditya Ganesh is now joined by Saideep Ganesh as Shivam Sharma continues. That's nice. It's quick and into the pitch. He's not giving anything for the batsman to come under and then play it over the top. It's good controlled line and length bowling here from the Thunderbolts. Short and punched away on the leg side. Misfield. No run taken. End of another wicket taking over from the Thunderbolts. The East Bay Blazers are 42 for 4 after 8.
Lovely bowling, boys. Lovely bowling. Lovely intensity. Come on, boys.
Right then, leg spin continues. Nice line and length bowling here from Man Singh. Short and nicely tucked away. You can sense with, oh, misfield. That's excellent presence of mind here from the left-hander who was alert to this and was ready to come back. It was his danger and he was ready to come back in a flash. That's how you want to put pressure here. Even when boundaries are dried up, you want to put pressure on those fielders. Pitched up, and that's nicely punched away. Again a misfield, but this time they don't risk it. And a key feature of what might become a partnership here is that it's a left and right hand combination. And so the adjustment in line and length will be important from the bowlers. As he pitches it up, gave it some air and pitched it wide outside off. As Ganesh went for that shot to sweeper. Nice shot and into the pitch. Not giving much room to work with are the Thunderbolts. Doesn't seem to bowl the googly, does Man Singh. Usually it is pretty much into the wicket, keeps things simple. And that's the end of another quiet over. 9 overs gone, the East Bay Blazers are 47 for 4.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
As the spin twins continue here. Mostly bowling dots into the wicket are both of them. Trying to not give any room to work with, trying to not let the batsman come underneath or come even forward to it. Yeah, I think what the Thunderbolts will be really happy with is that the one set batter that the East Bay Blazers had in the middle, Usman Ghani, he could be really dangerous with his experience and with all the skills that he possesses. Nicely bowled into the pitch. As we see, the Thunderbolts have 12 fielders with the dog on the park. Yeah, this is good. This is really clever, good bowling here from the Thunderbolts. Really not giving anything to work with. And perhaps the approach here is to try to mess with the line and length of the bowler, trying to get inside of it. But again, perhaps that's something they want to think about at a later stage. Because right now, there's a lot of repair damage that must be done. And there is really no sense of pressure here on the Thunderbolts. They know that if they're patient enough and if they keep it on that line and length, something's got to give from the Bay Blazers. Yeah, I don't think they'll mind that. I don't think they'll mind this at all, will the Thunderbolts. They're getting to get the 3 or 4 dots and over. There's 50 up for the East Bay Blazers at the halfway mark here. 50 for 4. Leg spinner spins this across, squares him up completely. This Man Singh here, he's bowling really well. Stringing together a good few dot balls here are the Thunderbolts. With no signs of real aggression from the Bay Blazers. There has also been very good controlled bowling. You sense that perhaps there's a flighted delivery coming anytime here. Just to tempt the batsman, see what he's up to. Yeah, there was it. Almost. He sensed the opportunity did Aditya Ganesh. Saideep Ganesh, my apologies. Trying to go over covers as the keeper indicates long off to become a bit squarer. Few dots here. Then cut away for a single. I think that's the important thing here as well. You notice here that Man Singh tossed it up a bit, trying to see if he'll take the bait, and he didn't. Wasn't really able to get a hold of it. So Man Singh realizes that perhaps the wicketing opportunity is not there, and so instead of conceding a boundary, is happy to give away the single. That's smart defensive bowling here. That's up in the air. Oh, he's placed that beautifully, but he's... They say blood is thicker than water. You'll have to think twice after seeing that one. As Aditya Ganesh is furious at his partner. He'd consider himself really lucky to, one, place that edge perfectly in between 3 fielders and then also avoid the run out. Tucked away. Gee. They're a live wire on the field are the Thunderbolts. This is amazing stuff. This is pressure being built on the Bay Blazers as they're 52 for 4 after 11.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Coming around the wicket here to the left-hander. Pitch stop. Even in this shot, as they try to sneak for 2, excellent fielding here. Even in that shot right there from Aditya Ganesh, you can sense that they're looking to get a move on. They've just not been able to. There's a shot in anger. There's a run-out chance that was there. And you can sense that they're really trying to get something on here. Yeah, moves away. But again, this is excellent defensive bowling. Tucked him in, cramped him up for room. Really not get away with that. Been very few attempts to actually put pressure. And this is how you want to be. Yeah, tries to go reverse. And Sharma goes right through him. As this partnership ends, they were trying to get a move on. You could sense even in the last over that something was about to give. And Saideep Ganesh perishes in an effort to get the scoreboard moving. Straight ball, and as they say, you miss, I hit. Perhaps trying to go over third or point here. Was really pitched into the wicket. Didn't have time or the hand speed to get over in that shot. And it goes right onto his stumps. More desperate than anything else that from Saideep Ganesh. And the East Bay Blazers are in real trouble at 53 for 5.
बढ़िया शिवी
Paradkar now comes to the crease. As a southpaw is joined by another one. Sharma, with his unusually long run up for a spinner, has bowled some good defensive bowling here. Darting it into the pitch, not giving anything away. And right there again, you can see it. There's excellent control over line and length. Up there again and tucked away. Looking for 2 and they come back. He's really quick, is Aditya Ganesh. And they have to be busy here. They have to put pressure in some way onto the Thunderbolts. That's a dot ball. Another good over from Sharma. His 3 overs conceded just 9, taken 2 wickets. As the East Bay Blazers are all 5s at 55 for 5. And if at any point you thought that the Thunderbolts were out of spinners, we have one more coming into the attack with Ruben Clinton now going to roll his arm over. This is good. They sense that the spinners are hard to get away with, and the ball is perhaps sticking onto the surface a bit as well. You can see that with a few of the aerial shots, aerial nudges that the batters have tried to play. Clinton with his off spin coming around the wicket here. Oh, that was the arm ball. There's no spin on that. As Paradkar, or Ganesh rather, thought there was some spin. He's tried to play that sort of nudge to third a few times now without getting any runs for it. Flighted, swept away into the gap, and yeah, that's a good sweep for 4 from Ganesh. Really, perhaps the slowest of all the spinners that we've seen today is Clinton, and he flighted this up, inviting the shot, and Ganesh obliged. Good sweep, not just the fact that he sensed the pace of the ball, but also the fact that he placed it well behind square. There's 3 fielders out on the leg side. Yeah, now should be looking to go more for this. Yeah, beautifully punched over covers. That's a beautiful shot from Ganesh, and that's back-to-back boundaries here for the Bay Blazers. Clinton is under pressure. He's flighted one up on the stumps, which has been swept away with disdain. He's flighted one outside off, which has been punched beautifully over extra cover. You sense this is gonna not be more flight. Yeah, bowled it into the pitch and tucked away nicely. That's smart cricket here from Ganesh. Recognizes that there's 9 runs of the over. Clinton, who's had a good stint here in Major League Cricket, now coming into the 4 here at Minor League, presented to you by Yash Technologies and Amul. It's important for Paradkar here to also continue rotating the strike. Flight it up again. It's a good end to what has been a good over for the East Bay Blazers. The 64 for 5 at the end of 13.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Sharma here to finish off his spell. Yeah, this is the kind of spin that they've been bowling. There have been a few flighted deliveries, but most of them have been at pace. Not really the kind of speed where you can come down the wicket or try to manufacture something out of it. There's a tight single there towards third. Into the wicket. Should be two. Oh, they won the quickest off the blocks for the first run. They comfortably come back for two. I think that's the game plan. Try to build some sort of partnership till about the 16th, 17th over. Try to get something going. Or try to scoop that away. Yeah, and as you can see, every time where you do things like convert ones into twos, put some pressure onto the bowlers, they are in line and length. And that's the opportunity to capitalize on. Pitch stop, edged away. It's been a really tight spell here from Sharma. 2.4 overs, 2 for 13. 3.4 overs, 2 for 13, my bad. Pitched up right again. Bowler's gonna go himself for this. Right then. Last ball to finish off his spell. That's excellent. Oh. You wouldn't be happy with that if you're a Thunderbolts fan. But an excellent spell nonetheless from Sharma. 4 overs, 2 for 14. Really built the pressure there. As the Bay Blazers are 69.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Man Singh to do what Sharma did last over, which is to finish off his spell as well. Yeah, you don't want the new batsman coming in, Paratkar, to eat up so many deliveries. You want him to give Ganesh the strike. Goes for the sweep. It's a top edge on that. Lucky that it didn't carry to the deep fielder there. But you can sense that those shots and frustration will come when dot balls are strung together. And so the key here is for the new bat to give Ganesh the strike. He's got a few boundaries going. He's trying to get into the groove. Pitch stop. Went for it. And he's hit that through the line. And handsomely, that's gone for 6. What a shot from Ganesh. And he's pressing the accelerator here. And letting loose. Signs of real pressure now on the Thunderbolts. Yeah, in the slot. And he could just extend his arms through the line of that ball. What does he do in response? Flights it up again. Goes for it again, does Ganesh. Doesn't get contact. You sense that his head fell over in a sense. Didn't really watch the ball to the end. Courageous to flight it up again. Does he have a googly in him? Yeah, went for it again and again steps it through the line. That's gone into the other ground from Ganesh. Long, high and handsome he goes again. And now the chatter begins with the bowler. Tossed up again in the slot. And the kind of length they've been trying to avoid the entire innings have the Thunderbolts, which is this sort of flighted hit-me length from the crease that allows the batsman to just extend their arms. He's hurt twice in this over as Man Singh, and he's paid the price for it. As we head towards the final 5, you want to really get Ganesh out. He can be really dangerous in the latter stages of this innings. And he's showing those signs now. Man Singh, can he finish off his spell well here? Flatter and... yeah, you sense that that's perhaps what he should have done after the first 6. The end of a good spell nonetheless from Man Singh. 4 overs, 1 for 23, as the East Bay Blazers are 83 for 5 at the end of 15.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Go, Cincy! Come on, Cincy boy!
14 runs off that last over as we head into the final 5. Atif back again. Yeah, this is smart cricket from Paratkar. Take a single early in the over, give Ganesh the strike. He's getting into his groove here, is Ganesh. Went for a couple of boundaries in Clinton's over and a couple of 6s now in Man Singh's. He really likes the ball tossed up. Right, what does he do here, Ganesh? 3 fielders out on the leg side. So, there's a good stop behind the stumps there. Could have been much worse. As they sneak in for a run. This is the kind of pressure that also goes on to other bowlers. You sense that when as a fielder and as a bowler is about to bowl the next over, you see 2 boundaries being hit, 2 6s being hit. Nice busy cricket here from the East Bay Blazers. You can sense the shift in momentum here. When you see your bowler being hit, as a bowler who's coming on next, you know that this batsman is going to take you on, and there is some sense of pressure that builds there. And you can err in line then as well. Pitch stop a single towards long off. When it good over here from Cincy. Tried to go for it, did Paratkar. Non-strikers gonna have a word with him. senses the opportunity, or he thinks he can take it on. Long on is pretty square too. Shot and was there for the pull. That's the pressure. That is the pressure getting to the Thunderbolts. They've conceded a few overthrows now. It's the small things that happen in cricket. It's funny in that sense. An overthrow here, misfield there. And suddenly the momentum's back onto the East Bay Blazers. Slow ball, and he's thrown his wicket away as the batter here is going perhaps way too early. There's still a good amount of overs left in the innings, and since he gets his wicket, yeah, you'd be disappointed with that. It was a good last over. Was trying to go big here. Slower ball. He sensed the opportunity to Cincy and hits the top of the stumps. Really a blind slog there. As Paratkar departs after a good few hits. Really needed to carry on. But that's been the story of their innings, have the Bay Blazers. They're 89 for 6 at the end of 16. Alright, last 4 overs of this innings. It'll be interesting to see how Ganesh plays this now. It's 89. You'd sense that something around 130 would be something that they'd be comfortable with, the East Bay Blazers. Perhaps targeting 4 overs, 40 runs would be the way to go. Left arm into the attack. Tucked away nicely. Should get 2 here. It's good fielding in the deep.
Lovely, Ruben!
Hamza Tariq now comes to the crease as we break the string of left-handers that came between. It's a nice ball, beat him on the edge there. The left-armers have been really good for the Thunderbolts. Even the spinners just trying to angle it away at times. And I think with the rarity that they are, it's immensely important to get familiar with the angle as a batsman. Shot and nicely nudged away onto the offside for a single. That's what you want to do. That's how you want to put pressure and at least get some runs on the board. Ganesh has options behind the wicket if he wants to take those. And he goes for that. Right on cue. But I think he saw that coming. Did the bowler. Bowled it really short. And didn't have enough time, did Ganesh, to get bat on that. There's vast real estate on the leg side for a couple of runs, but I get the sense that Ganesh is looking to go all in here. Tries to go across the line, pull it away. Is there an edge on it? There is. And Ganesh departs in an effort to press the accelerator. Another set batsman departs. And it just goes from bad to worse for the East Bay Blazers. The Thunderbolts have outplayed them till now. It's not been great batsmanship at times, to be honest. And the scorecard shows nothing but that. Ganesh departs for a good 20. East Bay Blazers now 91 for 7. New batter in a spot of bother are Thunderbolts. Oh, close call in the end. Hard to think that was needed at that point in time. The end of another fine over from Atif. 17 overs gone. The East Bay Blazers are 92 for 7. Since he continues with his second over as we approach the last 3 overs of this phase. Hamza Tariq, the experienced player here. Is there an edge on that? The umpire disagrees. Let's take a look at that again. Was on a length trying to just guide it away to third man. A few batters out that way today. Since he comes again, play and miss again. My sense is that there's been a lot of dot balls in this innings. Not really put the pressure onto the opposition half, the East Bay Blazers. Slower ball into his body. This good, clever bowling from since he realizes past previous 2 balls that Hamza Tariq was looking for a length, looking to go over there and failed to do so. Didn't want to give him the chance the 3rd time. Slowed it up into the pitch, not giving much away is Cincy. Been a good 10 balls here from him. As Ugarkar now faces his Thunderbolts. Shot and tried to pull away, but bottom edge. And really very half-hearted pull. But you don't want your number 9 batsman to be coming in with about 15 balls left in the innings. And 13 balls to go here. You'd think that if the East Bay Blazers can get around 20 runs, they'd be happy with that. It's not going to happen with the way Cincy's bowling here. This excellent death bowling. 2 overs to go. The Bay Blazers are 95 for 7. Yeah, it's a sorry looking scorecard here for the East Bay Blazers. Only 3 batters have scored in double figures and only 2 of them have scored at more than run a ball, and that tells you the story of their innings. 2 overs to go here nonetheless. Ugarkar needs to find something here for his team, for himself to bowl at. Doesn't seem like the strongest guy to go down the ground as Ugarkar. I sense options back of the wicket. The scoop and perhaps the cut in between 3rd man and point are his options. Shot and top edge. Does fine leg get around? Pouches it comfortably. And that's excellent bowling from Atif. His 3rd wicket. And Ugarkar, who was looking not that comfortable against the short ball, perishes in an effort to seize an opportunity here. Banged in and right onto his badge. It's a good bouncer. Eyes off the ball. It's a safe catch for the fine leg fielder. Excellent bowling this from Atif and from the Thunderbolts. They're bowling to their plan here. They're bowling and sticking to their plans in the face of whatever little challenge the opposition might have thrown at them. As Carmile Roux comes into bat, short ball again. One of the fastest bowlers in the country has to face the heat for a few balls now. Shot, and that's above head high and signaled so by the umpire. So tall man is Carmi, and that was way above him. Right, what does Karmi do here? No runs of the bat in the over. Short again. Just tucked away. Perhaps the smart thing to do here. Make sure Hamza Tariq gets to face most of the deliveries from here on out. Another couple of deliveries to finish up what is going to be an amazing spell here by Atif. Came in with the new ball, was excellent with his line and length, and now is showing his versatility here with the old ball in the death. Right there, just again. Just to put the final nail in the coffin there. Atif gets 4. Hamza Tariq perishes for playing a shot too many. And the East Bay Blazers are struggling to get to 3 figures here. Yeah, just a blind slog, heave across the line. And the rattling of the stumps as evidence of the shackles they themselves are in. The East Bay Blazers. It's been a disappointing outing for them.
Oh, he's got 2 games to are you listening? This is the half time or not? Yeah. What are you doing?
Last ball. Pitched up and driven for a single. Excellent spell here from Atif. Finishes off 4 overs, 4 for 12.
Beautiful bowling, Atif boy. Lovely bowling, boy. Great spell, boy. Lovely bowling.
And the Bay Blazers are 19 overs, 98 for 9.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Right then, Cincy to finish things off here. Pitched up, flicked away. Will that be the end of the innings? That will be. And Cincy with some good death bowling here finishes things off for the Thunderbolts. It's been a near perfect bowling effort from them. And boy, they say revenge is sweet. They're almost halfway there, are the Thunderbolts, in squaring their equation with the East Bay Blazers. A disappointing outing for them. Just trying to flick away, get it over the top, but straight into the hands of the fielder. The East Bay Blazers end with a disappointing 98. It'll be tough work for their bowlers, and we'll be back in a bit. Hello and welcome back to proceedings here at Right Ground at Woodley Park in Southern California. It's been unusually cloudy today, and we're here for the second phase of the match between the Seattle Thunderbolts and the East Bay Blazers. If you've just joined us, the East Bay Blazers were put into bat first by the Thunderbolts and failed to reach three figures, getting all out on 99. Courtesy some excellent bowling by the left-armers, by the army of left-armers that the Thunderbolts possess. The goal here will be to not just finish things off and take matters into their own hands for the Thunderbolts, but also to finish them off in a reasonably quick manner to boost their net run rate and to ensure that in the future they're placing themselves in a good position. It's not going to be easy though, having said that, and you can say that this game will be decided to a large extent by the power play that we're about to witness. Rushal Ugarkar is going to start us off. He's quick, he's skiddy, and he's coming off an impressive showing in League cricket for MI New York. He'll be taking confidence in that, given that he's going to bowl to his fellow MI New York player in Ruben Clinton. Here we go. Right, shot and into his body there. Clinton lets it go. The initiative is on either side here in the power play. You'd sense that as a captain. Shot again. And don't think really that's the best ball he has is Rushal. It's been a bit short. First two deliveries here. There's a fielder out deep on the leg side. But the initiative is on the captain here, on the bowling captain. Needs to realize that this game is not going to last 20 overs. That's more where he wants to be, is Rushal. Clinton not really messing with any line or length here. So the initiative is on, the pressure is on the bowling team to make a move, to get those wickets, to be aggressive, but also at times play the patient game. Short and wide and try to cut this away, Clinton. And the fielders have to be on the money as well. We saw how the Thunderbolts were in their innings. The catches they took, the dives they made, putting that body on their line. You want to expect more in that from the Bay Blazers. Yeah, hasn't really got his radar yet, has Ugarkar. Pitched up in the air slightly, and Clinton tries to go for a run that's never there and gets back home safely. Yeah, you don't want a run out, especially when you need less than 5 runs an over. Then pitch stop again. That's more the line and length where he wants to be, the Ugarkar. It's really front on action. Comes with his chest wide open. Steams in a straight line. Ball changes hands. Then just flourished through that. And an appeal there. Hit him perhaps high on the pads and perhaps a bit strained down leg. A wayward first over ends for Rushal. Right, then pace from both ends and extreme that with Carmi Leroux coming in. Another experienced bowler who's faced it at the highest level in US cricket. Tall, bangs it in on the money right up. Oh. Tries to sneak in a single there. Doesn't quite hit you how tall Carmi is until you see him live. Coming off that height and then banging it straight down into the pitch must be a really hard bowler to face, especially at that pace. Another one who's had some experience with the SF Unicorns at Major League Cricket will be looking to maximize the opportunity here in the minor league. Reinforce his credentials as a fast bowler. As he goes to Ruben. Beaten. Yeah, unlike Ugarkar, Carmi finds his line and length immediately. A Yorker to start to the right-hander and then a beautiful ball shaping away from the left-hander. Shot and into the wicket. And for the Thunderbolts batters, it's important to realize that when the Bay Blazers were batting, they were not proactive inside the circle, especially in the power play. They were slow to get off the blocks, and they were constantly playing catch-up throughout their innings. What they don't want to be in a position is the Thunderbolts, is where they're stringing together a lot of dot balls. Nicely played. Rode the bounce there. And it seemed like he had a lot of time to play that one. Early positive signs here from the right-hander who's looked busy. He's looked for runs in the couple of balls he's faced. Short and wide and tries to slash at it, but perhaps hasn't become accustomed to the pace. sends something into the body here from Karmi. Beats him again. It's wonderful first over that's kept him quiet and kept the Seattle Thunderbolts at 5 for no loss.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ugarkar to continue to the captain, Ian Chauhan. Pitch stop and driven. That's a beautiful shot down the ground. Gets 4 for it. Ian, he's looked good in the few balls that he's faced. He's looked busy. He's looked like he's had time on his hands to play these shots. And a nice punch that beats mid off to the boundary. Good positive signs after a poor lost innings from the captain. This is beautifully pitched up. And that's again very, very good. That's good batsmanship, good cricket there. Ugarkar's been a bit wayward. And they're taking advantage of that. Just short and just tucked away into the field. Taken a run. That's what you've got to do. And I guess in an effort to be over-aggressive, especially when you're batting first, the East Bay Blazers failed to do that. Right, then Clinton's played a shot too many for the runs he has. And nice early running. Good early call and nice running there. Yeah, got out for a golden duck last innings, did Ian. This time, looked good. Playing the ball on its merit. That's what you got to do. Short and then flicked away, and that's, as often is the case with a lot of fast bowlers, they become extremely moody, and when they're moody, they don't bowl well. We talked about how there needed to be this sense of we can still defend this from the East Bay Blazers, that we need to be on the money, that there is no margin for error. And their bowlers, especially Rushil in particular, has been a bit wayward with his lines and lengths. Probably there's been lack of clarity in his plans. Learns it the hard way as he comes back to his length. Again a run towards point. Excellent way to put pressure. 3 overs gone. Thunderbolts are 16 for no loss. Karmi comes back into the attack. to Ian and flashed away. Beautiful shot. Pierces the gap through covers. And the captain's looking in good shape here, as the Thunderbolts look to chase down this total in a hurry. Pitched up and just put his hands through the line of the ball and found the gap through covers. Good aggressive batting this. Hit him high on the pads. Ruben, unlike his partner, hasn't really got away till now. Shot and ducked away. Karmi's up for the fight. He's not going to shy away from showing his pace. That was an effort ball right there. Right, square leg and third man are out. Shot and slashed away. And that's gone for 6. With the pace of Karmi, that's always an issue. And Clinton gets a move on as well. It's a shot and not really a full slash. Just tried to cut it away. And did it carry all the way to the boundary. Third man fielder also too square to cut that off. Excellent shot. Pitched up and then driven now. Sometimes that early boundary is all you need. And the Thunderbolts will hope this will put Clinton into his gears now. This is good, they're chipping away at the total already. That's the end of another good over for the Thunderbolts. After 4, they're 28 for 0. Yeah, you'd sense with a poor couple of overs from Rochelle that there's going to be a change in bowling, and here comes Paratkar now, other left armour in the ranks. Seen a lot of them today. Still a couple of overs in the power play, and you sense that with 10 wickets in hand, the Thunderbolts will look to maximize these 2 overs. Should be interesting as to what their options might be. He's beaten again is Clinton. Nice, good start from Paratkar. Tucked away onto the leg side. Quick single taken. Clinton also perhaps realizes that even if he cannot find the boundary, should try to rotate the strike here. Chauhan's looked in good nick, and he's willing to take on the initiative. Flicked away.
Well done, I see. Back team, boys. Shabash.
And there's a sweeper outside on the offside. But there needs to be a clear plan as to how the wicket will come from the East Bay Blazers. They haven't been on the money. And they've paid the price for that. Shot and cut away. Should be a single as the sweeper cuts it off. There's not been a sense of proactiveness as you might expect, especially in such low totals. It's important to put the pressure on early. Because there is no game to win if the Thunderbolts get away with half the runs in the power play itself. It sense that the game is won or lost now. Is that an edge? The umpire certainly does not think so. And the East Bay Blazers crowding around. Signals are, they're pleading to the leg umpire in hopes that he might overturn it. He has no authority to. Clinton has played and missed a lot. And while that's not an issue for the Thunderbolts, it's something that Clinton himself might want to correct. The sign of a good over from Paratkar. 5 overs gone, the Thunderbolts are 30 for 0.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
I don't know if Karmi is slow enough for the keeper to come onto the stumps, but that was certainly what it seemed like a few moments ago. Anyway, Karmi into his third over. Into the pitch. Last over of the power play as the Thunderbolts look to maximize what they can get here. And pitched up, and he's gonna go through the line. He's made his intentions very clear as Chauhan. There is clarity that when it's in his arc, when it's on that length, he's gonna swing through the line. He does that again for the second time to Karmi. Not gonna be positive signs here. And you can sense that there's a short ball right on his badge coming now. It's tucked away. Poor bowling from Karmi. Pissed it wide for the drive and now tucks it onto his pads. Consecutive boundaries for Chauhan. And the Thunderbolts are getting a move on. Just nicely onto his pads. A gift from Karmi. What does he do now? Has to be on his badge. Pitched up again. It really isn't bowl into his field in a sense. You've had the deep square out and it's not a single ball that's gone to him. It's got to be more about, okay, how am I going to get this batter out? There's the short ball. As Chauhan tries to manufacture something by coming down the track. He got caught up in a tangle to an extent. Right then. Good battle going on here between Karmi and Chauhan. Flicked away nicely. Should be an easy two. And the end of the power play there for the Thunderbolts. To 6 overs, they're 40 for no loss. It's the end of a pretty decent power play for the Thunderbolts. They definitely haven't let the game slip away, and the Bay Blazers have always been playing catch up right from the onset here. Paratkar comes in, nicely defended away. And perhaps if ever there is a time for Clinton to get some form, just try to play himself in. Might just be the innings today. It's been happening a few times for Clinton. Perhaps he's not getting the line of the ball and his head's moving too much. But it's something he must take a look at. And try to perhaps put the bowler off his length in a sense. Striking at 50, and so for Clinton it's important he puts pressure back by coming down the track, going over mid-off. But I sense that he's fine just playing himself and just trying to bide his time. Don't know if the Thunderbolts fully agree with that decision. You don't know how much net run it will count later into this tournament, and you want to maximize it while you're ahead. Nice shot, and this put away. Paratkar hasn't given many loose deliveries here. Perhaps in hindsight should have started with the new ball instead of Ugarkar, whose first couple of overs were all over the place. Quiet over this from Paratkar. One more delivery to go. And played away nicely. For a single. At the end of 7 overs, Thunderbolts are going out on a ball. 42 for no loss. Right then, seems like the first introduction of spin as Ram Saran comes into the attack. Paces have been, they've beat the bat a few times, to be honest. They've largely not had that much venom to inject into the Thunderbolts. Let's see if Ram Saran can do something different. Cut away nicely towards the sweeper. And perhaps this is the favorable matchup here. This is the favorable matchup for Ruben. And this pitch usually holds up a bit for the spinners. We saw that in the first innings as well. Ball just sticking into the surface. It's usually a hard ground to chase on. Yeah, Clinton really is not getting the hang of this. 23 deliveries for 11 runs. You sense that he wants to get a move on. There's pressure building on him. He slogs this away. Is it in the gap? Yes, it is. And Clinton will breathe a sigh of relief as he heaves this across the line into the gap between long on and mid wicket. And a much needed boundary for Clinton and the Thunderbolts. Yeah, just pitched up in the slot. Not the greatest delivery from Ramsaran. And Clinton didn't even get the middle of the bat there. It's 4 nonetheless. And 4 happy runs for Ruben Clinton. Shot and then cut away. Gee, that was a loose ball from Ramsaran. Tossed up, full toss. And a couple of lucky loose deliveries to get away with. 8 was gone. It's 48 for no loss.
Even the best in the business needs a strategic partner to help them win. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Paratkar now in for his third over. He's been impressive. He's been perhaps the most impressive out of the 3 fast bowlers that we've seen today. And Clinton goes over mid-off. Doesn't get the middle of the bat again. But gets just enough to help himself to another boundary. 50 runs up here for the Thunderbolts. It's just in his arc. And Clinton felt free to get that swing of his with his high back left through the line over mid-off, and that's all he needed to do here. A couple of streaky boundaries here for Clinton. Still not found the middle of his bat, but it's definitely improved his strike rate. Shot and didn't bounce as much. Could have easily just gone onto his stumps. Paratkar here again. Nicely off length. Even though he has the luxury to take mid-off back here, with 5 fielders outside, he's choosing not to. Nicely clipped away. This should be 2. It's good proactive batting here from Ruben. 50 of the partnership as well between the two. Been a steady opening pair. They haven't blown away the game, but most importantly, they haven't conceded the advantage to the opposition. Pitched up and that's a glorious shot. First time he's found the middle of the bat, and boy, that is enough to get it over for 6. It's just a nice punch through the line. Gee, that is glorious from Ruben. Just through the line. That's a beautiful shot. Realizes he doesn't need to do all that agricultural hard hitting for 6. There's value in classy shots like that. And Paratkar, who had been impressive up until now, has gone for 12 in the over. Fine leg now comes inside the circle. Mid off goes back to long off. That's nicely punched away for a single. Good over this for the Thunderbolts. 9 overs gone, there's 61 for no loss.
It's an impossible shot.
Sometimes creativity and innovation are all it takes to achieve the impossible. Yash Technologies, more than what you think.
Ramsaran to continue. Tossed up. Nicely driven away. Only 38 more runs needed here. This beautiful shot over covers. Jahan doesn't get the middle of it. It's a misfield there. And two fielders follow each other in pursuit. None of them stops the ball. And that's gone for a boundary. Summarizes the story today for the East Bay Blazers. It was really just nothing but a harmless punch. Had no business going to the boundary, and the long off fielder misfielded, and then the cover fielder followed suit. Yeah, poor cricket that from the East Bay Blazers. Tried to slash hard at that. Has fast hands, does Chauhan. He's showing that. Edged, and that's cut away for 4. Just piling on the misery here onto the East Bay Blazers. They look distraught. There's nothing, it's just short and wide outside off, and he's tried to cut that away, got a thick outside edge on it, and it raced away to the boundary. That's not gonna help. That really is not gonna help. And not for the first time have things gone from bad to worse for the East Bay Blazers. It's a demolition job up until now. And just a repeat of the same dose from Chauhan. It's looking good here. Caught, and this time he gets the middle of the bat on it. Can the sweeper cut it off? That's good fielding in the deep. Come back for 2. It's an expensive over. 15 off it. 10 overs gone. The 76 for no loss. There are only 24 runs needed now. They'll be looking to get this done in a hurry. Shot again from Rushal. Good last overs for the Thunderbolts. They'll be looking to continue the momentum. Nicely flicked away. Beats the fine leg fielder. Should be able to get a couple. Got away, and that's through the gap. Beautifully played by Clinton. And that's through the two fielders between the point and third region. Nicely placed there from Clinton. Recognizes the pace that Ugarkar possesses and uses that to his advantage. Ugarkar just staying onto the pads there. Again, even in this second spell of his, Ugarkar hasn't really found his line and length. Chauhan now, 43 of 28. It's been a very positive innings from him. That's flicked away through to fine leg. End of another wicketless over from the East Bay Blazers. The Thunderbolts are 85 for no loss. Change in the bowling here as Vikas Mohan comes into the attack. Got the sense with Ram Saran going for plenty in his last over. That this is just more about going through the motions than anything else. Shot and then just pushed away. Tossed up and across the line he goes. And he goes in that effort. This John. An excellent innings comes to an end from the captain. 44 of 30 balls. Just was trying to just push it across the line, and with the angle from around the wicket, he's got an edge on that. Would be disappointed. Would have loved to finish things off. But nonetheless, a very, very good innings from Chauhan. 44 of 30, he really set the tone and killed the chase in that effort. Just angling across, perhaps losing his shape a bit there. Good innings comes to an end there. Right, the new batsman Sudarshanam comes to the crease. Vikas Mohan struck with his off spin, getting captain Ian Chauhan. Then Clinton's options are straight down the ground and perhaps a sweep. Happy to just knock it away. Cut away. Should be a couple. That's the end of the over. The Thunderbolts are 90 for 1. Right then, a couple of hits away are the Thunderbolts here. Ugarkar to finish off what has been a rather disappointing showing for him. They're gonna hustle for 2 here. Showing all his experience playing at this level is Reuben Clinton. Wants to guide their team through to the finish line. It should be high and signaled so by the ump. Oh, stayed lower touch. Second time that's happened to Clinton. Again, showing there's something in the pitch that if you're willing to hit that line and length, if you're able to get that spot on the pitch, something in it. It's usually a hard ground to chase on. Is the right field here in Woodley Park. It's pulled away. And at the conclusion of this, when they go back to the drawing board, the Beyblazers will have to think about what really went wrong for them. It starts at the top. I think there needs to be more clarity in terms of where we need to be as a team in terms of a power play mark, the 10 over mark, and in small phases. How do you take control on that? And what are your options to put pressure on the bowlers? Oh, he was gone for a lot of money there. Wasn't even trying. Lucky that was not a direct hit. And then Ugarkar took Clinton to finish it off. That's beautifully placed away. See, this is a classy knock here from Clinton. Started off slowly, but he's picked the gears up and he's well on his way to see his team through to the finish line. 13 overs gone. The Thunderbolts are 98 for 1. This is so easy for Clinton. He knows exactly where those fielders are behind square on the offside. Just places it, threads the needle there beautifully. Couple of runs needed here, and this should be last over of this game. Thunderbolts here will take real confidence from this. They've Thunderbolts are going to take real confidence from this. After a win last evening, they've come back again strongly to square their equation with the East Bay Blazers. It's going to really augur well for them and the team. and hopefully they can take this positive momentum into the season as well. Starting to find their groove as a team. A bunch of experienced players is tucked away as Clinton will get the honors of finishing things off. We have scores being level now. Does he go for the big one or does he just nudge it away? He has a 50 to get here if he wants it. Seems like the guy who will nudge it away. Just Clinton. And what will be very comprehensive victory here. Nicely tucked away from Clinton as the Thunderbolts thunder away to win against the East Bay Blazers. They get the revenge from 2 evenings ago, and boy is that a revenge. They win by 9 wickets with plenty of balls to spare, and they've been the better team by far today. The East Bay Blazers almost never showed up, and they will have to go back to the drawing board after what has been a disappointing outing with bat in hand. The Thunderbolts, though, led brilliantly by their captain, Ian Chauhan, scored 44, and the experience of Ruben Clinton with 47. Finish off with 13.4 overs, which will give a healthy boost to the net run rate without a sweat. Nothing really to write home about from the East Bay Blazers. Ugarkar and Karmi were poor in their opening spells. Paratkar was impressive until the last over where Clinton took him to the cleaners. And then Ram Saran and Mohan, which is trying to get it through the motions. 1 wicket for Mohan though, off the captain. But overall a disappointing outing for the East Bay Blazers. A match summary then. East Bay Blazers been put into bat, 99 all out. Aditya Ganesh got a start, so did Paratkar, and so did Usman Ghani, all of whom perished to playing a shot too many. Atif was impressive with 4 for 12 in his 4 overs, both with the new and old ball, and since he finished off things well. In response, the Thunderbolts were comprehensive. Clinton and Chauhan setting the innings with 47 and 44 respectively. Chauhan especially at a good strike rate. Clinton making up for the deliveries he ate up early in the innings. And just finishing things off in style with 100 for 1 and more than 6 overs to spare. Comprehensive victory then for the Thunderbolts. They get the revenge over the East Bay Blazers, and they put their minor league on course correction. That's it from us here at Minor League Cricket, presented to you by Yash Technologies. Until next time, thank you so much.